Hey peeps, before we start today's video, I did want to introduce to you the newest healing crystal candle, which is going to be the Strength Candle. For those of you that are interested, you can find all the information you need in the first link in the description. This lovely candle does come with carnelian crystal chips, so for anybody who's interested, all the info you need will be linked down below. I want to say a proper thank you for all the candles that have been released in the past, and for those of you that have purchased. The intention based upon this candle is to help anybody who are going through difficult moments, whether you had a bad day, you had a rough week, light this candle and give yourself that moment of clarity to relax, to meditate, and take in the beautiful vibrations that comes along with it, alright? Once again, thank you everybody who's purchased in the past. If you would like all information on the Strength Candle, check it out in the description box down below. And if you would like to purchase, that will be the first link on saponiaandcandela.com. Have a great day everybody, and enjoy today's video. Hey my beautiful Leo peeps, what's happening, what's crack-a-lackin', and what's poppin', baby? It's your boy for CancerMoonsTarot, and I'm coming at you guys with your September 2021 tarot reading. I hope you guys are well, and if so, let me know down in the comments down below. As always, readings here are general, so if they resonate, that's awesome. And if not, it's not your message. And if you guys want to follow me on any of my official social media accounts, all that information is going to be linked down in the description box down below. There's going to be a video somewhere up here if you guys want to watch it. It's about how there's been a lot of people scamming in the tarot community. They've been impersonating tarot readers such as myself and many other readers, basically pretending to be us and then offering personal services. Meanwhile, the majority of us readers don't. So if you want to check out that video, it gives you all the information that you need, alright? So, let's get on into it, man. Leo, we had a great Leo season. I had a great Leo season. I hope you guys did as well. But now we're moving into Virgo season, so let's see what we got coming in for September, alright? Messages for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Throughout September 2021, what do we got coming in here for Team Leo, please? Messages for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Throughout September 2021. Alright, Leo, let's go ahead and get one more shuffle, and we'll see what we got, baby. Hopefully, we got ourselves some pretty fantastic stuff. Let's take a look, alright? Leo, overall energy for you guys here is showing up as the Knight of Wands. So, you can be connecting with a fire sign, an Aries, a Sag, or possibly a Leo. Taking a look at your current energy, we got you. We have here the Sun card, person you're dealing with. We have here the Devil, and then looking at the outcome that's present for you, we got here the Eight of Cups. Okay, so Leos, taking a look at the energy so far, you could be connecting with a Leo. You also may be connecting with a Capricorn, possibly, alright? Now, the Knight of Wands here to the Sun card. I definitely feel like you're moving into this energy, so you're in the process, of moving into a happier place. So for some of you guys, I like that. That could be a physical move, so you might actually be moving like a home. So maybe you were not very happy, you were dissatisfied in a certain home situation, but now you're moving into a happier place, aka a home that really resonates with you. If so, congratulations, moving into houses or purchasing homes and things of that nature, having your own property, that's a really big step in life. So congrats for any of you guys that are having that. Really, really awesome. But either way though, Knight of Wands here, Sun card, you're moving into a happier place. So that's a really good thing to see. Now taking a look at what you're dealing with, you are dealing with the Devil. So you're moving into a happier place because essentially you're walking away from the Devil. You got here an Eight of Cups, you got here a Devil card, you're walking away from some sort of toxic cycle or something in general that was not sitting well with you. Let's go ahead and clarify that, Devil. Why do we have the Devil card showing up for what Leo is dealing with, or who Leo is dealing with? We got here Knight of Cups, and then we also got here Three of Wands. It was the energy of somebody always kind of promising you that things would be different, but the fact of the reality is that it never was. So if we're talking about a love connection here, Leo, this was the energy of somebody saying like, wait for me, I'm gonna eventually be with you, everything's gonna work out, we're gonna be happy together, but they would never do anything to get there. They would take zero action to get there. So for some of you Leos, you might have felt like you were being dragged along by a specific person. You might have felt like they kept dragging you on and on and on. They would always tell you, we're gonna be together, we're gonna be happy, but long and behold, they never took any action. Nothing ever came of this situation or connection, and just you always felt like you got the short end of the stick. Now, if this is not about a love situation, this could possibly be about a job. Maybe somebody here was trying to offer you something, but they never pulled through. You might have had a boss that said, just give it a couple more months, I'll give you a raise. They never gave you a raise. I'm just feeling this energy of somebody who kind of fucked you. They screwed you in a way where they were going to offer you something or said they were going to offer you something, but they never came through with what it is they said they would give you. So you wasted a lot of time right now being invested into someone, but originally what you thought was the truth, you were invested in a lie. So that's what you're figuring out here stepping into September. And you're walking away from it. You're done being invested into a lie. Alright, Leos. What is this step to happiness that Leo is walking towards? Let's take a look at that. Let's clarify the Sun card. What is this step to happiness? We got the King of Swords, or I'm sorry, the Knight of Swords, and the Strength card. Yeah, by being no longer invested in this lie, Leo, you're actually realizing that it was such a good call for you. You're a lot more happier, you're no longer getting your hopes up, you're in a position to where you finally are focusing your attention onto the type of energy you want to have in your life. You know, you're removing this negative thing, you're removing this devil, and it feels pretty damn good. Okay, so we gotta look into this devil situation a lot more. Who is this devil? The Empress, the Six of Cups. Wow. Very, very powerful feminine energy in your life, Leo. Whoever this is. For some, this could be your mom, because we have here the Empress. But if this is not your mom, it's just a very powerful feminine energy. It could have been a wife, or it could have been it could be a man too. It doesn't have to be, you know, just a mom or some feminine, because everybody has both masculine and feminine energy within them. So this could be anybody, okay? But you have here the Empress, you have here the Six of Cups. Somebody you have history with is who you're dealing with. That's who the devil is. It's a person that you've known for a long time, a person that you have very deep-rooted history with. So that's what I think was really difficult for you. You trusted this person, and they only kept leading you down a dark path. They only kept leading you to a path that gave you nothing, right? So they promised to deliver something, they never delivered it. So keep in mind now, this is kind of where this is a general reading comes into play, because it could be a multitude of things. You know, this person here could have promised you a job, they could have promised you that you'd be together romantically, they could have promised you that, you know, they were going to be there for you and they were never there for you. Whatever the case is, this person made a lot of promises that they could not keep. Now, we did have the Star card come out, which is a very powerful one. You know, the Star card talks about the highest of all emotional fulfillment. It also talks about, you know, kind of filling your well, filling your cup, right? And it does talk about alignment as well. What's happening for you, Leo, moving into September is that this is all about you filling your cup first before you fill the cup of others. You're done trying to rely on other people to bring in fulfillment in your life. Because in a way, this situation kind of was that, you know? Someone here had something to offer, you were relying on them, they never provided what it is you wanted, therefore your cup was empty. So Leos, I think you're definitely tapping to a lot more of an independent energy stepping into September. You're taking care of business. You're not relying on people right now to take action for you. You're going to be taking action for yourself. So for example, Leo, let's say you've been wanting to make more money and you've been waiting on your boss to give you a promotion that has never came. You're probably quitting that job and getting a job that actually gets you the money that you know that you're worthy of making. Same thing applies too if somebody here says, eventually we'll be together, eventually we'll be together. You're probably like, fuck this, it's time for me to walk away from this connection as a whole and start dating again and find people that are actually willing to have and form a romantic committed relationship. So right now, instead of relying on other people for action, you're making sure that you're taking action yourself, okay? So let's take a look here at this devil, all right? How does the person that Leo is dealing with feel towards Leo? And what is going on with this individual throughout September 2021? How does the person that Leo is dealing with feel towards Leo? And what is going on with this person throughout September 2021? First card out, we got here the Queen of Pentacles, we got here the Page of Wands, we got the Page of Pentacles, the Nine of Swords, and then the Seven of Cups. Taking a look at your person's feelings, Page of Pentacles to the Page of Wands, I can definitely say that they were in a position to where they were not taking things seriously, Leo. Page of Pentacles, Page of Wands, this person was only really invested in themselves, okay? That's a very big prominent energy coming up about who you're dealing with. So based upon who you're connecting with, they were only ever really invested in themselves. I definitely feel like when it came towards how they felt towards you, they definitely felt very confused on whether or not they wanted to truly pursue something with you, or even if they wanted some form of relationship with you. I don't understand this person, or really understand this reading. There's a lot of difficult energies at play. Let me try to break this down, Leo. Just give me one moment, okay? So based upon who you're connecting with, let's go back real quick to the Empress and the Six of Cups. You're connecting with somebody that you have a lot of history with, therefore this is probably a person you've known for a good time in your life. You know, this could be a childhood friend or a longtime friend. This could be somebody you've been in a relationship with or like an on and off relationship with for quite some time. Or this could be anybody, right? It could be a job once again or your boss, whatever. So you've known this person for a long time. And I feel like as long as you've known them, they have always given you the short end of the stick. I feel like this person was somebody who knew how to make you trust them, but they never really delivered what it is you've asked for. This is somebody I feel who's always kind of screwed you over, whether you've even noticed it or not. And I definitely feel like the way that they perceive you is they perceive you as somebody who doesn't even understand the clear picture. I think that whoever you're dealing with doesn't have this genuine love and care for you. I think that it was all about what benefited them. This person saw things within you that could benefit them, and therefore they took advantage of that as much as they could. So whoever you're connecting with, Leo, they took advantage of something. All right, whether it was your kindness, whether it was your love, whether it was your devotion, your money, and I don't think you were fully aware of that. And you know, stepping into September, I think you are going to be aware of it, but you weren't aware of it for as long as you've known this person. Okay, so I definitely feel like this individual has a lot of deceitful energy behind them. Let's go ahead and get 2 more cards for how this person feels towards Leo. We got here Ace of Wands, and then we got here the Hangman card. Yeah, Leo, they literally felt like you were never going to be able to move forward and create what it is you wanted in your life. They never felt like you were going to be able to move on from them. They never felt like you were going anywhere. Whoever you're connecting with felt like you were dependent. They felt like you were codependent on them for some reason. And like I said, coming into September, you're going to be a lot more independent. You're definitely severing ties with this person, but you're also taking action to do whatever you want within your own life. So based upon who you're dealing with, the way they view you guys, it is not pretty. They view you as a person who is confused, that doesn't know what they're doing. They view you as easily manipulative, like they can easily manipulate you. They view you that way. They view you as a person who's very devoted but doesn't even realize that they're getting screwed over. They view you as a person that's never going to have what it is that they want because they don't see you as a go-getter. They don't see you as a person that is going to make things happen in your life. They kind of just look at you as a very dependent individual. So Leos, I'm very sorry, man, that you're connected with this kind of energy because this person is super low vibrational and they're very good at making it seem like they're close to you or that they're a friend or that they, care about you when long behold they really don't, and you seem to have a very deep-rooted history with whoever this is you're connecting with, okay? So guys, I'm sorry if this reading is a bit confusing. There's a million messages at once jumping out at me, but all I'm going to say is that whoever you were dealing with, they did not have your best interests intact. They really didn't. They just made it seem like they cared about you when they didn't. They were only looking for what it is that they could benefit from you, okay? In regards to what's going on with the person Leo's dealing with, throughout September 2021, we got here the Death card, we got here the Seven of Wands. While you're in the process of walking away from them, they're in the process of saying, okay, cool, I got everything that I've needed, it is what it is, let this connection finally come to an ending. So your person here is not even upset at the fact that you're leaving them, Leo, and that you're parting ways because they feel like they've gotten everything they needed to from you. Whether that was finances, whether that was love and attention, because you could be connecting with an attention whore. Maybe the person you're dealing with just loved to have their ego be stroked with validation and attention 24/7. For example, if this person you're dealing with was somebody who always strung you along, somebody who always leaded you on, they may have only kept you around because you basically validated their ego. You made them feel pretty, you made them feel loved, you made them feel beautiful, They could have used you for attention in certain ways too. So they feel like they got everything they wanted, and therefore, they're like, it's okay. If Leo wants to cut me loose, it is what it is. Let's go on Leo's side over here. How does Leo feel towards the person they're dealing with? And what is going on with Leo throughout September 2021? First card out, we got a King of Pentacles, we got a Seven of Pentacles, and we got here a Page of Swords. So King of Pentacles to the Seven of Pentacles, you know where your investments lie now. You are no longer investing yourself in people that are liars. You're no longer investing yourself in people that are going to screw you over. You see this person exactly for who they are, the devil. You are finally coming to terms with who this person truly is and how they've treated you over the years and how they've manipulated you over the years. It basically is the energy of everything starting to make sense. So in September, everything's going to come full circle for you. You're going to see this person for who they truly are. The mask is being lifted off and you're finding the devil, you know? So King of Pentacles, Seven of Pentacles, you're saying here, you know, I'm never going to invest myself into this type of person ever again. Page of Swords, I'm severing ties with the person I'm dealing with. So looking at your feelings so far about this person and this situation, you will never, ever, ever be around this individual. You are completely severing ties and you're focused on only moving forward. All right, we have here Two of Cups, we have here Ten of Wands, and we have here Ace of Pentacles. You've realized that the whole relationship you've had with this individual has been a burden for the longest time that you've been together. So whatever relationship you had with this individual you're dealing with, you've always noticed how you were the one carrying the wands. You were the one carrying the burdens. You were the one dealing with pain, whereas the person you're dealing with always came out fine because they saw an opportunity to gain whatever they could from you, and you always provided. So Leo, somebody took your kindness. Somebody here took advantage of your kindness, and they thought it was a weakness when it really isn't. So in regards to who you're connecting with, I keep picking up on this energy, Leo, that they're a taker. They take and take and take and take, and they were only basically taking what it is that you were valuable of, you know? Whether it was your time, your money, your devotion, your love, they took advantage of that situation. And like I said, stepping into September, considering that everything is coming full circle for you, it's making more and more sense to you. You're realizing, I was always the person hurt in this relationship. I was always the person that had the short end of the stick. I was always the person carrying the weight and carrying the burdens, whereas they were living their best life and they never had a problem in the world. So you're seeing how you were taken advantage of within this type of relationship. Based upon what's going on with Leo throughout September 2021, let's have a look. We got here the Six of Wands, we got here the Queen of Cups, and we got here the Temperance card. Basically, moving into September, you're no longer under this person's spell. Six of Wands, I'm done. I moved forward. I'm focused on my success because guess what? I deserve my own success. Queen of Cups here to the Temperance. You're also very healed from the situation. No longer are you going to be the person to carry burdens that you don't even deserve to carry. You're done having extra weight on your shoulders. You're releasing all of that shit, Leo, and focusing on being more in a high vibrational state of being in a better energy. This is all about you guys saying, I'm done with this person, with this situation, with being taken advantage of, with people thinking I'm dependent. If I want something in my life, I'm going to make sure that I get it because I know that I'm strong enough to. You're also realizing your inner strength here, Leo. You're realizing how powerful you are as an individual to make whatever you want in your life happen. You know, if this was a work situation, you're realizing I don't need to stay at this shitty job and wait on a raise I've been waiting for. I can quit this fucking job and find a job that's going to give me all the money that I'm worthy of receiving. If this is a person that's been leading you on romantically, you're recognizing I don't need to wait for this fucking person, especially for a person who doesn't give a shit about me. I can go into the dating pool and meet new people now. You know, if this is somebody who was taking advantage of you when they just wanted to feel validated and loved, you're going to basically say, fuck that. Go validate and love yourself. Because you know what? I deserve to validate and love myself and not waste my time doing all that for another person. You feel me, Leo? So you're taking back your power and you're done investing it into manipulative, low vibrational energy such as this person who is only using what they could take from you. You know, they were taking advantage here. And it took you a while to realize it, but I'm happy that you see it in September. And once again, for all the Leos that have gone through this type of situation, I'm really sorry that you had to deal with this, guys. It is not a fun situation to be a part of, so I'm very happy you're getting out of it, but it sucks that you went through it, you know? It sucks that you went through it. In regards to where energies are aligning between Leo and this person throughout September, we got here a Page of Cups, we got here a Nine of Wands, and then we got here the Queen of Swords. So anything left that you had to offer this person is no longer going to be offered. Nine of Wands, you're pulling yourself back. Queen of Swords, you are completely and officially severing ties with this person and the connection that you had towards them. As for the overall outcome between Leo and who they're dealing with throughout September 2021, what is going to be the overall outcome? We have here the Eight of Swords, the Eight of Wands, and then the Nine of Pentacles. So, Leo, you're going from the Eight of Swords, being stuck in a place that was not making you happy, being stuck in a connection that wasn't making you happy, to the Eight of Wands. Moving away from that, and then moving all the way to the Nine of Pentacles. Being in that beautiful, independent, confident, and radiant energy. So you're coming out of this a warrior. Not only are you walking away from the devil, walking away from a person who's deceived you for so long and who's only taken advantage of you, you've walked away from that, and you've also gained a lot of confidence throughout the process. You've recognized so much about yourself. You have seen the worthiness within you. You have realized that you deserve to be happy. You deserve to be successful in life. And you've also recognized how powerful you are in order to gain and get that success in your life. You're seeing your fucking true power, you know? You're seeing your true form, Leo. So I like that for you, man. You guys really transformed here, stepping into September 2021. You have seen how awesome you are, how worthy you are, and how powerful you are, and capable of making whatever you want in your life happen, essentially happen. So this is beautiful, man. And guys, it sucks that you were involved into like such a shitty situation like this where somebody was taking advantage of you, but I'm happy to see that you guys have realized the strength within yourself. And the thing is that you were in a vulnerable state, I feel, Leo, when this person started taking advantage of you, and that's why it was easier for them to manipulate you, and it was harder for you to notice, because you were definitely going through something when you first came in contact with the individual you're connecting with. So, at the end of the day, person you're dealing with, they're going to continue going through cycles like these, and eventually they're going to have to learn from their actions and suffer the consequences. As for you, Leo, you have a whole new perspective stepping into September 2021. And no longer being under somebody's manipulation, no longer being under this devil energy, you're going to be in a much more positive place. You're going to be in a much more happier place. And overall, seeing the strength that you have within you, you're going to be making some moves, Leo, in regards to the things you want in your life and making them fucking happen. Okay? Leo, I love you guys so much. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If it resonates, let me know down in those comments down below. As always, thank you for being here. Really fucking appreciate it. If you're new here, definitely consider subscribing. I do want to say to the Leos, though, I know this message was a lot of messages. So if it is a little confusing, once again, I do apologize. If you need any sort of clarity or if you want to ask a question, feel free to comment that down below. I'll try to get back to you as quick as I can. But nonetheless, Leo, I love you all so much. Enjoy the rest of your September 2021 with this newfound power and embracing this beautiful power. You're really embracing the spirit of a lion, and I love that for you. So enjoy it, guys. You're free from this devil here. And you know what? You're never going to be in the devil's chains ever again. I love you, Leos, and have yourselves a fantastic rest of your September, and I'll see you guys later. Much love, Leo, and have yourselves a good one. Peace.